Um, what's up, audience? This is Absolute Knowledge Seekers. Yeah, we're gonna have a good show. I actually put a little bit of effort and had some help, with my fucking thumbnail. Shout out to Billy the Goat. He's good with the arts and stuff, and the computer design and all of that good bullshit. And so shout out to him. So it's cold as fuck. Yeah, and so it's really fucking. This weather is pissing me off. I hate this shit. I like everything else, except this fucking cold ass and stupid fucking weather. You know. Let's see. I already got comments. My guy Bob has been waiting. What's up to Bob? Yeah, I saw you commenting. I had to do some. I had to do some work. Money making. Related things. You know, if you know, if I wasn't shadow banned, if I had thousands of viewers and YouTube was a source, of viewership and income, maybe I might say, you know what, let me get on YouTube and fucking and spread the good message, you know, but you know, but but let's face it, but we got a little community, with my little Discord group and the people I know personally, yeah, I dig the medieval chainmail. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, I bought this. I'm from Walmart. They had it delivered. Yeah, I got this. I don't want to dox them where I got it, but I got this thing. It was, a ski mask. I got it cut out. These are my military issued. You know, I don't know if they're bullet. I don't know if they're bullet repellent or reflect or. They're definitely not a bulletproof. Fucking bullet's gonna go through this, But yeah, man. Yeah, I got the chainmail. If I do a longer session, and I'm just doing other shit, I probably won't wear the chainmail, But if I want to go in on a topic, like fucking Gene Simmons and motherfucking Howard Stern, and and it was really Howard Stern, I think, that started all of this bullshit. He's the king of all media, the king of all media. I don't know how true that is today. Andrew Tate is more searched, and he's got his little YouTube shorts that are fucking everywhere. So shout out, to Andrew Tate. I like I like his message. But what I don't like, is, I really fucking don't like is Howard Stern and Gene Simmons, and now Gene Simmons just recently. I just saw this. I don't know how long he's been promoting and selling bullshit, with his vaccine. I don't know how long he's been pandering, his bullshit, but but fuck this guy. He's bought, Howard's, for Howard Stern, to be as famous as he is and whatever. I'm sure he's got bought, somewhere along the way. I'm sure. I'm sure he has to talk to people, who control the media, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for putting me out there." And they're like, "Oh, well, give me 1 second, to tell you that, since I'm putting you out here, you have to say whatever I want you to put out there. You have to say whatever I want you to say." And it might kind of work like that in some aspects. They yeah, Howard Stern is either bought or he's in on it, or he's just a fucking idiot. Pick one. Could be a couple. Yeah, so Howard Stern, he's been saying, that he hasn't been able, to live a normal life. He's been saying he's been scared. He's been saying, with COVID, he hasn't went to a restaurant, or went out outside of his house, or his studio, and it's obviously, you have to question, if that's just his, moral character, stance, or if he's in on it, or if he's bought, and he's just and he's just saying this stupid shit, to make people even more scared, and worried, and paranoid, and saying to themselves, "Oh, I need this gym juice. I need my sixth booster cocktail. I need my sixth booster." I mean, it's so fucking stupid. And recently, Gene Simmons, he's in on this bullshit. I should have advertised this shit to my Discord group, but whatever. I don't know. It's late as fuck. It's 1 o'clock in the morning in New York. People got work. Most people. I'm shadow banned. I'm straight to fucking hell. I don't think that I come up in notifications, but fuck it. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep going. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons now. I'm gonna take my sip of water after I give my little spiel on Gene Simmons. He was a pretty big rock star, legend. I would even say I would even say, because I heard, he banged like 5,000 chicks. That's what he says. And honestly, some ridiculous number. I could just picture, tons of groupies. I could picture them. I could picture, tons of women, and they're filtering out, the hottest ones, to go backstage, and I bet you they're fucking them. I bet you it wasn't just one bitch. I bet you it was like 10 bitches, per fucking band member. And they might have been swapping them out. You got the lead singer. Well, actually, what was Gene Simmons? He was a bassist, and I bet you they were all actually going after Gene Simmons because he was fucking. He had the cool makeup, and he was like 6'8", with his fucking stupid platform shoes, you know, and you know, and but you got to figure, maybe you had your lead singer, over here. He's like, let me skull fuck. I'm this bitch, and then you had your fucking drummer over here, and he's like, yeah, I'm done with this bitch, and then the drummer fucking grabs a hold of her and starts skull fucking that bitch. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's how shit goes. You know, Guitarist is probably fucking, putting his finger in her ass, and Gene Simmons fucking rolls up and just starts fucking donkey fucking that bitch. So who knows? So it's that type of life. It's a great life. And now he's a bought, fucking scumbag. I'm JOO. I didn't even put. If you guys see the in the Jurassic, right? In the word Jurassic, and actually somebody kind of gave me an idea. There's this guy, Jurassic Liars. He basically he exposes a whole bunch of shit, and some shit you wouldn't even think about. He exposes numerology. He exposes fake news. He exposes fake news and messages with letters and numbers and shit like that. And it's some pretty good stuff, especially when he talks about the fake news. You know, you'll see. I remember he exposed. I remember. There was. You know, news. News stories. Sometimes they're actors. News stories. The news is a lot of fucking BS. The news is lies for the most part. And he exposes a whole bunch, of that, so shout out, to Jurassic Liars. And he gave me the idea, for this title. This might become a series if I can uncover enough BS about these JOOs. And Kanye is out there. Now he goes by Ye. But I don't know what to think. I'm at this point, because he went on Alex Jones. He was talking, all this shit about Nazis, and I watched a video from something, uprising something. I I watched this video, and it makes you think. And the video that I watched, and it makes you think that Kanye might be bought like the rest of them. It might make you think. I watched this video basically talking, talking about the Rothschilds and the Talmud, and how Kanye and Alex Jones, Kanye, he might be bought. Kanye, Kanye at this point, I'll even venture to say there's a better than not chance that he is, because of the way this guy brought it down. But I don't fucking know, you know. But you got this guy. I'm not gonna get my phone and look up the video and take time away, from this. It's up to cubing speed. I am not gonna take time away and look up the video, But this guy, I might link it, or I might give you the description later, you know. But basically, he breaks down the Talmud, and that's a whole bunch of JOO. It's superiority. It's a superiority thing. There's some sick shit. They talk about the ribbies. They say the ribbies should be doing this and biting foreskins and fucking and doing sacrifices and then PEDO shit. It's some sick shit. And I think that the Talmud is, I don't know if the Talmud is a universally revered piece of literature, but and then there's the Exions. There's the Exionists. I could talk. Honestly, this is a backup channel. I'll say whatever the fuck. I'll just use in the words. I'm really not trying to get nuked. But but you have to ask yourself. You think of people like Alex Jones, who might be a JOO. He might be one. You know, he talks all of his shit. He has all of his theories, and some of them are great. And he has awakened me. You know, I like Alex Jones. But the thing is, I've had this discussion, with a few other people in our little community, and he doesn't expose the in the JOOs. I bet you there's a whole bunch of I bet you there's a whole bunch of crazy fucked up shit, with the JOOs. I bet you like like there's tons of people who are doing tons of shit in tons of different high level positions, both public and more shadow private, and and he is exposing none of that shit. He'll expose the presidents. He'll expose corrupt businessmen. Expose Klaus Schwab. And Bill Gates. But I bet you there's a bunch of JOOs. Doing a bunch of really shady fucking shit. Like for example, he'll talk about how Israel is on their sixth. He'll talk about how Israel is on their sixth booster, but he won't say who's in charge and who's fucking shit up and who the fucking health minister and this and that. Yeah. Cubing Speed said, two of us. Yeah, hopefully, I do hope, the people show up. It is 1 a.m. EST, and I'm shadow banned. I'm straight to hell. And some of my friends and some of my fellow content producers, they say, "Oh, I didn't get your notification. I'm unsubbed. I didn't get your notification. I lost 8 subscribers in like the past week or two. I posted a video, or I commented, or I was just doing nothing, and slowly, and slowly, and subscribers will start trickling off, and slowly subscribers, for me, it's like 1 or 2 a day." And slowly subscribers, they just start trickling. And slowly my sub count is just dwindling down. And, and do I know what it is? It could be Susan. Who knows what the fuck. But anyway, let's get back to Gene Simmons and Howard Stern and the JOOs and how Kanye and Alex Jones are kind of fishy. Because you have to ask yourself, why did Kanye West go on Alex Jones and go on his Nazi tirade and wear a mask and just like me? Meanwhile, they know who the fuck he is. Meanwhile, he's fucking known. He's already known. Not like he's a complete fucking stranger who's really trying to hide his identity. People know where he is, who he is, what he's doing, who he's with. You know, he's fucking famous. On top of all that. So okay. So I'll get into the Kanye and Alex Jones thing. He goes on Alex Jones and he starts talking about Nazis and Hail Hitler and this and that and he's touching the Bible, and he's wearing a mask and a fucking and a snow jacket, and a skiing jacket, whatever the fuck it is. It was a nice jacket actually, nice colored scheme. He's a fashion guy, but anyway, but the point, but anyway, to him the point, it's the point is, I think that the JOOs, I think I think that they're telling him to say this Nazi crap, because then they're gonna think that he's fucking insane. Because then they're gonna think that he's less credible. Then they're gonna think, oh well, he's praising them Nazis, and look what the Nazis did. Nazis are best known, for rounding up, JOOs and executing them, mass murder, style. So, and he's praising these people, and this is another thing. This is another thing. I wasn't there. This is another thing. I wasn't there in World War II. I wasn't there in World War One. I wasn't there in World War II. I wasn't there in Vietnam. I wasn't there in Korea. I wasn't there in Desert Storm. I couldn't speak on what exactly had fucking happened. Something you have to realize. Something you have to realize is that the winners of the wars, they write the history books that you read in school. They write the history books that that are published in mainstream bookstores. They endorse the documentaries. That are made in mainstream media. Sometime around COVID, I saw a video. It was called Hitler, the true story. I was like, let me check this out. What is this Hitler true story crap? And they were saying, that Hitler, was an altruistic type dude. I don't know if that's true or not. I wasn't fucking there. I don't know if that was true or not. I don't know what the story exactly was, with the concentration camps and I don't know what the story was, with Hitler's orders, and with the total grand scheme, of the concentration camps. I'm pretty sure that he was trying to conquer everything and he was moving towards Russia. I'm pretty sure, that's pretty accurate. But something that you might not know is that the Bolshevik Revolution, it was funded by the Rothschilds. So Lenin got in there, and then Stalin. Lenin got in there. He did his thing, and then Stalin came in. You know what he did. And it was all Bolshevik, and it was all Rothschilds backed, and the Bolshevism, and the Bolsheviks. The Bolshevism revolution, and what they did. It was all Rothschilds funded. It was a whole communist scheme. You know. It was Rothschild money funded. It was Rothschild's World Bank money funded, or whatever the fuck they had back then. So I wasn't, so the point on this, so the point on the Hitler thing is I was not fucking there. I couldn't say. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't say if Auschwitz was the worst fucking concentration camp. I couldn't tell you if he gassed him. I couldn't tell you if he fucking shot him just shot him in the back of the head and fucking put him down, in a mass grave. I couldn't tell you if he fucking. I couldn't tell you who died, and I couldn't tell you how they died and who died, and if they did die. I couldn't tell you. I wasn't fucking there. But this documentary, this documentary says that this documentary was telling him how Hitler fucking rescued Germany, out of hyperinflation, and it was a destroyed nation, and the JOOs, into pornography and smut and all this, and all this, shitty vice type shit, you know. I can go on and on and on about that, but I can regurgitate, I can go on and on, but something funny. I'm from this documentary. Something funny is that they said that if you had some crazy sexual fantasy fetish, you can go to Germany and get it for cheap. If you want to bang a mother and a daughter, you can go to Germany in like post World War One, pre World War Two, um, pre Hitler. I should say pre Hitler. I'm to this documentary. You can go to Germany and you could find whatever you're fucking. If you want to stick your whole foot in a woman's ass, if you want to bang a mother and a daughter and a cousin, if you want to bang a fucking the sky is the limit. You want to grab a paddle and start fucking, paddling a bitch's ass, for 2 hours. If the price is right, you can do that. So, so, okay, so, I'll continue on, with this documentary. I might be on for some time. I have a bunch of stuff to say, and thankfully I don't have to wake up too early tomorrow. You know, so so they said that Hitler pretty much rescued Germany, from hyperinflation and all these negative vices, the Jews were running, and that's how this documentary went into it, and skip forward, and there were so many different points, and skip forward to this point. Supposedly they got this architectural fucking PhD, who understood, everything there is, to know about certain architecture, or all architecture. Supposedly they got supposedly they got this qualified lady, who was an expert, in architecture, educated and experienced. She goes in there and she says, she goes in there and she's like, oh, there's no way that these weren't fucking gas chambers. This shit wasn't a mass fucking gas thing. She looked at, how it was, she looked at the setups and the architect, she looked at the architect. She's like, these aren't fucking. There weren't any fucking gas chambers here. That's what this bitch said on the fucking on this the true story of Hitler fucking fucking video that I watched. She said that these gas chambers aren't even fucking there, and she's a fucking PhD architect. And so there's that, and of course, this the truth about Hitler documentary. It ain't fucking there anymore. I can't download shit from YouTube. You know, it was interesting. It was multi hours. It was like 6, 12. It was some crazy long fucking documentary. You know, and people. Bottom line, I'm not saying it did happen. I'm not saying it didn't happen. All I'm saying, all I'm saying, all I'm saying to my audience, all I'm saying on bottom line, I was not fucking there. I wasn't there. I was not fucking there. I could not tell you if it did happen. I couldn't tell you if it didn't happen. I couldn't tell you the details. I couldn't tell you the fucking main fucking idea picture of the matter. You know, but basically, okay, so let's get back into Gene Simmons and Howard Stern, because this is the thumbnail, and these are the two most recent. I'm talking about I'm talking about history and in World War II. Hitler may or may not have been, the person they portrayed. I'm not going to say he was a good guy. I'm not going to say he was a bad guy. I don't fucking know. I wasn't fucking there. All there is history books, and you got a few Holocaust survivors. Supposedly it might have been fucked up, but they were talking. But there's so much shit, they don't talk about, Stalin's they don't talk about Stalin's gulags, as much as they talk about the fucking Holocaust. They don't talk about the Holodomor, as much as they talk about the fucking Holocaust. They don't talk about the I think it was the Armenian genocide, where a whole bunch of Christians, were killed and slaughtered. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. That ain't printed. That ain't discussed. That's not such a big event, as the fucking Holocaust. All these things. Plus, what was that thing where the guy from, I think it was the guy from Portugal, He went into fucking Africa and killed like 10 million people. Leopold, or something like that, or he was from Belgium, or he's from Belgium, or Portugal or something. This guy went into Africa. Guy went into Africa and he killed like he worked like 10 million Africans and he slaughtered them and he worked them to death. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about the Armenian genocide. They don't talk about the gulags. They don't talk about the kulaks. They don't talk about the Holodomor. They don't talk about any of that shit. They talk about the Holocaust and the starving, and the skeleton, the starving Jewish people, in these concentration camps. I don't know it was gypsies. I don't know was it only Jews. The story is it was predominantly Jews, but there were gypsies, there was this, there was that. I don't know. If you got on Hitler's, if you got on the bad side of Hitler or one of his people, you probably got sent in there. So um, and the same thing, with the concentration camps. I mean the same thing, with the what's the shit called I just said it the work camps, the gulag, the gulag. Basically, if you were late to work 3 times, you get sent to the gulag, for X amount of time. It could be 10 years, and who knows? And who knows if they know who you are? If they let you out, but they strip, your whole identity. I don't know what they did. I heard in the concentration camps, they tattooed, the identification numbers. I don't know how they kept track, in the gulags, but I don't know how they kept track of people in the gulags. But anyway, let's get back to Gene Simmons. He's yeah, vax. Same thing with Trump. Did you see that thing on Candace Owens? He's like the vaccine. He's like the vaccine. Canada, Trump is bought. Gene Simmons, they're all filthy rich, and they're like, you know what, I'm in on it too. I bet you this whole Depop thing. Oh, another fun fact. Bill Gates. Here's another fun fact: is that Bill Gates is bought. I mean, no, actually, no. Bill Gates buys media companies. Bill Gates pays media companies to fucking make him look like he's fucking, the best person, on planet Earth. I remember I went to Yahoo. And it shows a Forbes ad for like the 50 richest people or like the most influential, or whatever. And and on this Forbes article, and these articles piss me off, because basically, because you have to, because basically you have to, if you click in the article, it opens a whole new tab, and that kind of pisses me off, because I like it when you click the article and you stay in the same fucking tab. But anyway, so I click this thing, I click this fucking thing that takes me, to a new tab, and on the cover is this picture, of Bill Gates in a nice suit with a fucking stupid smirk on his face, with a chip on his shoulder, and and it's just the most disgusting thing, because the first thing, because here's an example, I go onto Yahoo, and the first thing is Forbes billionaire with a big picture, of Bill Gates, with his stupid suit and his stupid fucking smirk and his stupid glasses, he wasn't wearing a stupid fucking vest, and there's Bill Gates, and then right at, and then he'll say something, oh, war in Russia, COVID, we're up to our sixth jab, Fauci wants more. Um, this lady went missing in fucking bumfuck Wyoming, or whatever, so so there's a whole bunch of stuff out there. I'm gonna take my water break. What is it? Yeah, about to be 30 minutes. Take my quick drink my water. This might be a 2-hour thing. You might get 2 hours of pure gold. It's not pure. I hope it's not 2 hours. Of pure shit. Never is. Okay, let me see. Okay, onto the. I might make it 1 hour because I do have a few things to do tomorrow. But like I said, I don't have to wake up. I'm stupid early, and so thank fucking God. Anyway, I'm moving on. Okay, so Gene Simmons. Okay, okay, Gene Simmons has a cruise. Okay, so Gene Simmons, he has his fucking cruise. I'm coming up, and when I stop myself and I start stuttering, I'm gonna give you guys a little fucking secret. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because of my stupid fucking neighbors that I hear making fucking noise. But anyway. Okay. Okay, so Gene Simmons. Okay, so he has his cruise. Okay, so Gene Simmons has his mega cruise happening. So Gene Simmons is. By the way, I think the guy's name is Salty Cracker. Check out his video. It's somewhat in the past couple of days. I'm on this Gene Simmons crap, and and I forget. And I think I was watching Alex Jones. He's talking about Howard. I think I was watching him on Alex Jones, and Alex Jones and Howard Stern, they go head to head. Alex Jones talks shit sometimes about Howard Stern, and Howard Stern even has a fucking. He has this little puppet character, of Alex Jones, and I think he might have a puppet character, of a couple of other people, might even be Gene Simmons, but Salty Cracker, he says that Gene Simmons says you should get vaccinated. If you want to go to my stupid fucking cruise, you must be vaccinated. We all must be triple vax, triple boosted, fucking triple, whatever. You know, it's so fucking stupid. I mean they're already getting rid, of vaccine mandates and there's lawsuits, they're getting and they're cutting back and now more shit is happening. You know, they're they're getting the continent conspiracy theory. There always be nuggets of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so we'll stick with Gene Simmons. I don't know where the fuck he's been. I haven't heard too much from him, before this, but now, all of a sudden, now it comes to mind, that Howard Stern is like a 300. I forget. I forget. I don't know what their net worth is off the top of my head. Um, last time I checked, Gene Simmons, he was worth 300 million, and Howard Stern is probably worth like 5 or 6 or something hundred. I don't know. I don't keep up, with these people, like that, but they're worth hundreds of millions. Howard Stern might be worth $1 billion. Who the fuck knows? But the point is, is that they fucking is that they take is these two rich fucking JOOs are out here spewing all this vaccine crap. It's more than a coincidence. I think, I have to ask myself, if they're paid, if they're bought, if they're in on it. I don't fucking know. I just don't know, But it's so fucking disgusting. You know, just think that you have. I'm trying to think of everybody. It's not just these two, but it's something that came up recently. Howard Stern. Howard Stern from the beginning. Howard Stern's been talking about. Howard Stern says, "I don't want to go to restaurants. I don't want to I don't want to leave my house. I'm scared. I'm paranoid." Howard Stern's a bitch. Howard Stern's always been on some bitch shit. I don't know. I listen to all these fucking people, and then you listen to Gene Simmons, and this idiot fucking finally married his wife. I mean, this idiot finally married, the former Playboy model, the mother of his kids. It's. I don't know why the fuck he would marry her now. It's so fucking stupid. It could have been a publicity stunt. I don't know. But Rage Against the Machine. I'm sure they did. You know who else sold out? Cubing Speed? What's his name? I'm Jesse fucking Ventura. Jesse fucking Ventura sold the fuck out. You believe that shit? He looked old and senile. I saw this video. He's old and senile, and he's talking about fucking what is it? Yeah, we should. He's talking about, yeah, you should get the vaccine. I got the vaccine. I got three. I got three, and I'm getting more. When they come out, and I'm just thinking, weren't you with Alex Jones digging this shit up? 10 years ago, before this shit even happened. There's so much fucking evidence. There's so much evidence, and I might bottom line this right here. I don't know if I'm gonna end it. I don't see too many people coming in. I do see there is a chat. I do see Cubing Speed and Bob, I believe is his name. It scrolled down. It's all Cubing Speed at this point, But but basically, um, you know, my bottom line is that if you are so fucking stupid, which is like everybody, which is like damn near fucking everybody, if you don't see that the vaccine, was a plan, it was a scamdemic. If you don't see that, oh, Bob's still here. What's up? If you don't see, this is orchestrated, fucking collapse. I mean, you're a fucking idiot. I'm straight up. If you don't see, the vaccine is a bunch of bullshit. You don't see the vaccine is a bunch of BS. If you don't see that this digital currency crap, you don't see what they're talking about, with the electric cars. If you're not staying up, I'm on all of this shit. If you don't see the food shortages, if you don't see the food shortages, and the farms and closing down and getting burned to the ground in the United States, and they're shutting them down in the Netherlands, and they got bug plants, they're investing in Canada and fucking France, I think. If you're not seeing this shit, I mean, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. If you're like all of these normies who can't see that this is a mess, if you're like all of these normies and you can't see that this is a mess, I'm premeditated, I'm orchestrated, I'm fucking destruction, of the economy and everything else, I can't help you, and you're just a fucking fool. I can try to help you, but YouTube is shadow banning me. I got 2 viewers who probably know what's up. I got 2 viewers. I got Cubing Speed and Bob who probably know, exactly what the fuck is really happening. But it's a fucking, but it's a drop in the ocean. So. So anyway. Yeah. Yeah, the delusions. I just dropped something. The delusions of the normies. Anyway, I do have stuff to do. Tomorrow. I gave my little piece. I'm gonna look over this video. I'm sure it was far from perfect, but I'm gonna end it here. But I'm gonna take a look at this video. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you to Cubing Speed and Bob for commenting. I saw a couple of other viewers, and an AKS is out.